What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your magic card needs. Let's get to that 100K sub mark. Thank you all for subbing, and I hope to earn your subscription today if you aren't already. This is some more Aetherdrift draft. I opened this card so many times. I don't want it. It's a totally reasonable card. It's just not a great first pick, realistically. No more Zahuras, please. All right, what do we have as a first pickable card? Detention Chariot, fantastic vehicle cycler. Definitely up there for powerful cards, in my opinion. Stock Up, really, really good. 3 mana, look at the top 5 and put 2 of them into your hand. Kind of crazy for 3 mana, just divination on steroids. Fuel the Flames is a nice cycling or pyroclasm effect at instant speed. Boom Scholar is solid for some exhausting creature. Collision Course is also okay. I'm going to take the Chariot here, I think, over Stock Up. I think those were the 2 best options. Oh no. Getting past a Captain Howler would be a shame if I went into a cycling deck with potentially push the limit at the top end. No, this card's really good. 4 mana, 5/4 with Ward 2 in addition to paying 2 life. Whenever you discard one or more cards, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn for each discarded card this way. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player this turn, you draw a card. So beyond just being a hard to deal with 4 mana play, it has some really good value with any discard or cycling effects. Pretty nice pickup here. Easily the best card in the pack. Other good cards, I like the Siphon. And it's good in the cycling deck because you can draw 2 instead of paying 2 to cycle. And you're often holding up mana for any other stuff anyways. Intimidation Tactics, I like this one quite a bit. Cycling Exile effect from hand. Boost Buggy's very good. One of the vehicles that you can just turn into a creature. Also makes treasures. Grim Bobble's fantastic. No, I'm not going to pass a Captain Howler. Easy pickup. Okay, and we can just follow that up with a Lightning Strike if we want to. Always good to have a Lightning Strike, or as many as you can, really, in Limited. 2 mana, 3 damage, instant speed. Can go face, what's not to love? Gallant Strike is great. Big creature removal with cycling. Anything with cycling, man, is just so clutch. Flood the Engine's okay. I historically just dislike this type of card, but it's playable, certainly. Night Market's a good land. You know what? It could be that Gallant Strike is actually better than Lightning Strike, now that I think about it. The cycling is so good. And I'm more likely to see Lightning Strikes than I am Gallant Strikes, I would think. Actually, I'm going to talk myself into taking the Gallant. Again, I think it's that good. That is actually pretty nuts. Harrier is an insane uncommon from my experience. It doesn't look like much, but it does work. 5 mana, 4/4 bounce a creature or vehicle is oftentimes a time walk on a 4/4. And then the added bonus of being able to reduce your opponent's speed is not irrelevant. Like, this is the one card in the format that can reduce speed, and it's on a 4/4 body with an effect, so. Apocalypse Runner's alright. Not going to take it over Harrier. Rover Blades, actually had some good experience with this deck. I've only played it once now, in a blue-white flying artifact deck, and with flyers, I mean, can't really ask too much more of that, but yeah, Harrier's fantastic. What is this one? 2 mana, oh wait, I've seen this. 2 mana, 3/3 vehicle. As it enters, you choose a non-land card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name cost 2 more to activate, and its crew is 2. So, I mean, as a flying vehicle, it's probably not something that should go 5th pick, I would think. If you have this on turn 2 with nothing else to do, I'm going to play it out. But you can name your opponent's vehicles and stuff with this card if they've played something. Otherwise, you're just going to name something in the dark. Okay, now we're getting an Auxiliary Dragon. It's another pretty good one. 6 mana, 4/4 flying haste that if it is saddled up gets to shock something. There's also a Grim Bobble here. Nimble Thopterist is great. Just take the big flyer. Crash and Burn for some solid removal. Or we could go lean into the blue-white artifact plan now and just take the Voyage home. I guess we could do that. I mean, Howler and Auxiliary are good, but possible that blue-white is a better option here. And yeah, okay, we're getting a Synergist now. Very nice one. 4 mana 0/4 flying, but it gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. So it pumps up itself. It's going to be base a 1/4 effectively. I've liked the mech cycle quite a bit. Howler's Heavy and Skybox Fairy both solid as well. Yeah, maybe going to do a little blue-white artifact action here. Seems like the pick of Gallant Strike over Lightning Strike is going to pay off, unless I get the 3-mana artifact in pack 2, and then I would ditch it all for that. Would it be worth it to splash the Captain Howler? Possibly. There is enough fixing in the format, and if I picked up some more free cycling cards. I'm not a fan of the Pride of the Road here, but it isn't bad. I mean, it's probably better than taking a random 3-mana 2/2 flyer, even if it has Starcher Engines. The land is not impressive. Camera Launcher, filler. I'll take this, but I don't know if I'm going to play it. I mean, if I'm not going to play the first one, I'm likely not going to play the second one. So, Quick Welder, is pretty solid. I've found 4 toughness to be really good in the format. And this one makes all of our other things cost less. Alright, random artifact cycler versus nothing. This ain't bad. Been doing pretty well in the format as of late. My first few events, I was really worried that the vehicles were going to make it kind of a bad experience. I'm not a huge fan of vehicles, and there are a lot of very, very strong vehicles that are undercosted, but from what I've seen, it hasn't been that bad. Alright, we already have 1 Wreck Remover. Let's just take the blue flyer this time, even though, again, I'm unlikely to play it. Yeah, we're sitting at about a 69% win rate. Haha, nice. And we have trophied 4 of 11 events. This would be the 12th one here. We're pretty open, I would say. I'm not really locked into any colors. All right, let's see. Hey, a Fabricator. That's a good one. 3 mana 4/4 flying vehicle. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, make a 1/1 flying Thopter. That's nice. This is more intended for the cycling deck, of course, but pretty good here for us. Canyon Vaulter is also decent. They really want me to take these Pride of the Roads. I just don't want them. Lots of Grim Baubles we've seen. I think Spell Pierce isn't terrible. Remember, this does counter vehicles. But this looks just to be a Ride's End here. We've seen this effect before. Exile target creature or vehicle, but it costs less if it targets a tapped permanent. Good enough for sure. Probably could wheel the other Welder, I would imagine. What was I saying? There's a fine line between the number of vehicles and the number of creatures you want to draft. Right now we're at 3 creatures, 3 vehicles, so need to be a little bit careful about that. Ooh, solid third picks here. Man, another Grim Bauble. Burnout Bastronaut is super annoying to play against early on, because it just starts the speed of your opponent going so quickly, and then it does turn into a relevant creature later. Tune-Up is the white recursion effect, but it only hits artifacts, so it can be super awkward. Though it does appear that it would be good in my deck right now. Fantastic with a Chariot, which cycles, of course, but we have a lot of high-value artifacts. Collision Course, solid enough removal. There's also a Scouter here and a Hull Drifter. I think I'm going to take the Collision Course because I expect the Tune-Up to come back around. And we kind of need some more removal. Oh man, here's another really, really fun one. On stream today, I had a sweet Grixis cycling deck, and the Chariot just pops off so hard. Whenever you discard one or more cards, make that many tapped 2/2 zombies is, yeah, kind of gross. Been oddly happy with running the Alacrian Armory. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have Vigilance. Sorry, +0/+1 and have Vigilance. That's relevant. And then it mounts or saddles, or rather crews or saddles a creature for free. I'm going to take that over course number 2. Another Fuel the Flames. There's a sick Imitator here that we could take. It's not terrible. If I don't want to just take the Hull Drifter, which I might. Matrix probably wouldn't be awful in this deck. This is, I think, probably the best deck for it, where the number of artifacts you have matter, and I'm going to be running a decent number of vehicles. But I kind of just want to take the Slick Imitator if I'm being real. I don't know if that was right. It is an uncommon, though. It doesn't feel like the Fabricator's going to have that many ways for me to trigger it in blue-white without taking some random cycling cards that might not be as good, you know? Every single trophy deck I've had in this format has been playing blue so far. Oh, there goes the Mako, too. Man, we did see some cycling stuff go around. But I guess I'll just take another Slick Imitator. So what are my crew costs right now of the vehicles I have? Crew 2, Crew 2, Crew 3. It's something to just be a little bit mindful of when you're drafting, how many or what the crew costs are. Like, these Slick Imitators aren't going to crew things very easily by themselves. Ah, dang it. There goes the Push the Limit. This was the card I was trying to draft around, I think it was yesterday's video, right? Our failed Push the Limit cycling deck. We have another Ride's End here, which is nice. Also an Optimizer, which is pretty good in this deck, but we'll take the removal spell. I mean, with 2 Slick Imitators, I guess it's actually worth it running the Surveyor, because it's evasive and it starts the engines if I don't already have it online. I don't think I'm going to run the Pride still, but the Flyer seems fine. Okay, 8th pick, 2 mana, 3/3. I mean, damn it. I've said this before, I'm going to keep saying it. The only deck I'm going to want to draft in this format is the damn blue-red cycling / push the limit deck. And I think if we had jumped in pack 1, even though it wasn't particularly open, this second pack here would have paid us off huge, you know? I believe I saw at least one Ironclad, the 6/3 vehicle that cycles for a single red. We passed that Push the Limit. We saw the Mako. We saw a bunch of other cycling things. I'm going to be so sad if in pack 3 we see continued excellent cards. All right, we're at 8 artifacts right now. If I want to take the Serpent, it is a good top-end card, certainly. There's another Quick Welder here, which I was expecting to wheel. I guess I'll take 1 Serpent for now, since I don't have that much top-end. We just have a lot of flyers, I would say. Okay, tune-up wheeled, as did the Scouter. I'll try the tune-up. Again, I'm not huge on this card, but this looks like the right deck for it. It was so available. Frickin' Ironclad 12th pick. Mechanic's okay. individually cruise up any of our vehicles and then can put stuff on. All right, we opened a Vinwixt. Another decent one, honestly. And that's a way to like auto trigger the fabricator if we can set it up. Let's see, my creature count is 9. Vehicle count, I guess my vehicle count's still only 3. Bounce off is great. Rambler's alright. Don't mind running one of those as a top end card. I mean, there's not really much in this pack. I don't mind taking this. It's not particularly good, however. This pack is so weak that I'm okay just taking the Vinwixt and seeing. Could splash like Cloudspire Sky Cycle. This card's very good. I don't have any fixing right now. Could just take a third Ride's End. Could take a Thopterist. Thopterist is solid. Let's do that. Ah, man, brutal packs. Just nothing here for us. Stall out. This is not that playable on the hardcast mode, but it does have cycling, which does make it playable in a sense. But I think here I'd rather have the Spectral Interference. Though both of these picks are very, very weak. Disciple's okay. It's another flyer that actually allows you to attack reasonably well. We'll probably wield a Quick Welder or the Serpent again. This deck's just okay. It might do well, but I think this deck is just okay. Removal, I have 2 Rides End, Collision Course, Gallant Strike, Interference, Detention. So we have good interaction, and a lot of it's rather cheap, but... feel like I'm missing stuff. I'm not sure what, but I feel like I'm missing stuff. Oh, man. Getting so punished for not have drafted into red. That's so sick. I mean, another Gallant Strike or Ride's End is good, but look at this pick 5. Boommobile, another Sloop, Lightning Strike. Sheesh. Yeah, it would have come together real nicely. Actually, is the Canyon Vaulter even good in my deck? Again, I only have 3 vehicles here. Do I have any mounts? Yeah, 3 vehicles, no mounts. My god, pick 8 Barrage, dude. Good news is we picked up a Hull Drifter there. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to cut the Slick Imitators. I don't think they're good enough in this deck. Fairy is like somewhat playable if I wanted. Does have cycling for Fabricator, but not good enough. I guess cut like the Mechanic. Damn, wheeling the Sky Cycle too. Excuse me. I guess 17 lands is probably fine. I didn't get any cycling lands or anything though, or any of the pilot making lands. What are they called? I don't remember. I think red X was the correct seat for this draft. Might have been red black. Certainly red. Again, I don't think the deck is bad, but there were so many good red cards. Might run the second Disciple. Probably more playable than the Spectral Interference. Okay. Looks fine. Solid enough interaction, so I think this deck will do fine. We did hit Mythic on stream today, so this is now the Mythic Gamer. Let's go. On the draw. Okay, hopefully we can find something to do between now and turn 4. Blue, green. So yeah, they are the exhaust deck. Oh my gosh. Well, this is really bad for us. If they just play a land and exhaust their refueler... Wow, we are kind of dead. They have both of the exhaust matters cards. Do they have Tarion or do they have the 3-2? They have the 3-2. Okay. This is exactly what we were hoping they would do. Crew the Hive and not the refueler. Because now we can kill the toughness 4 or greater. That's a big, big boon for us. Oh, they have another. Jeez. What? So now when they exhaust a refueler, they draw 2 cards and they make a 1/1. That's insane. Oh, by the way, that summoner has reach. Well, I think what I'm going to do here is bounce the Hive then. Because bouncing one of the 2-mana refuelers doesn't make too much sense. Because if they have another land, they just can replay it and activate immediately. Whereas bouncing the Hive sets them back. Even though they can just go like Hive plus Omnivore this turn if they want to. Man, they have 2 Aether Hives, 2 refuelers. That's pretty gross. That 2/4 with reach actually hoses me quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, here they go. Draw 2 cards, make a 1/1 flyer. That turns into a 4/4 creature. God, they drew all of their good synergy. We're happy to trade here if they attack with the 4/4. go Nimble Thopterist into Serpent, though. And I also get to attack for the 4 with the Hull, or the Synergist now, right? Yeah, I said that already. Like, they're getting a lot of value, but we can put a ton of pressure on. Well, I mean, I guess draw another 2 cards, make another 1/1. Holy moly. Like, I don't really want to spend my entire turn making the Gear Seeker Serpent unblockable, but isn't like a crazy strat. Okay. I could just let this trade happen and then tune it back up. I think that's probably right. Because they can turn their Skystreak Engineer into a 3/5, so... They might also just play something more relevant anyway. Main phase, level it up. Draw 2 cards, make another 1/1. Yeah, I mean... Three mana pass, huh? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go for Gallant Strike on their Engineer and see what happens. It's fine. I'm just gonna attack into whatever they have here. So, notably, this does shrink my Synergist by 2. I wonder if they were just holding up a counter or something. I mean, well, there's only like 2 counters in the format, the Interference and like Spell Snare. Okay, 4/4 Reach. Yep, that's a good target for Ride's End, I would say. Ah, and another Engineer. Sheesh. Yikes. Alright, well, let's just hit him for 5 with the Serpent, I guess. I mean, brutal. We've drawn basically just as many cards as they have, but we've drawn a little bit more in the way of land, it would appear. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go like this. And hope that they don't have the indestructible hexproof trick. Alright, draw 2 more cards, make another 1/1, yeah. That was good though, that ate up 7 of their mana this turn. Pretty huge. Another exhaust, yep. Another exhaust. They're currently just dead to the Serpent over the course of 2 turns, though. And the fact that, holy crap, I'm on freaking 12 land now is nuts. Okay. That smells like desperation. Drawing a card. We haven't seen much interaction from them yet, have we? Yeah. Wow. Did they brick? They only have 2 mana left. None of the fight effect or punch effects work, so they need to have the bounce away, I think is their out. Or a way to gain a life. Holy crap. That is insane. They got infinite value, but they just couldn't do anything. Yeah, they had infinite value, they just had no interaction. I don't think we saw a single way to interact, besides just trying to kill your opponent or whatever. Crazy. Crazy freaking crazy. Alright, I'll keep this. It is not a particularly good hand, but 3-drop flyer, 4-drop flyer is fine. Into another 4-drop flyer, assuming I hit a blue source by that time. Another plains was very awkward. That card is super annoying early on too. Yikes. 2/3 lifelink mount that if it's saddled when it attacks gets to search for a plane, so if they can saddle that this turn, that's really gross. Oh, they couldn't. Okay. Well, at least that's nice. Hey, we hit the blue source too, so I'm actually going to lead on Thopterist then, as it makes a 3-power creature that can trade away for the links. Sure. Their Mangler turns into a 3/3 on their turn anyway, so... This is pretty sus. I mean, I'm gonna run into it. If they have it, but... Oh, maybe they have the Wrath. Oh, that one's nice. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, search your library for a non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle. Fortunately, Gallant does kill it. We can pay for the ward. And Flyer's gonna fly. Alright, that's fine. It's gonna be good old-fashioned race here. Mana efficiency. I guess it's better to do this. Doesn't feel like this game is gonna come down to us enabling speed. Ooh, Pathmaker's really good too. They get to search for an artifact. If its mana value is 2 or less, it goes straight on the battlefield. If they attack with the Serpent, I could triple block it. Wow, they have Mendicant to grab. That's sick. So this is a, what? Star 3, power equal the number of artifacts you control with start your engines, and then if this thing gets maximum speeds, it's absurd, right? Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you can pay 1 if you do copy it. But we just have them on a 2-turn flying clock, so... Okay. Well, even if they have a kill spell for my Synergist, they're still dead in the air here. Okay, now if they have a removal spell, they do live. Yeah, this is awkward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because if I don't block both... Yeah, I think I need to block and assume I'm not going to have lethal next turn anyways. Otherwise they can give the Serpent unblockable next turn and that would kill me. So what's our best draw? Land and Gallant Strike or something? Oh, now a cheap... Oh, well, there's the Gallant Strike. A cheap artifact and land will win. Oh, we bricked! Oh no, I needed to hit a land so badly there. Okay. I mean, I still think we're fine, but... that was close. We really wanted to hit a land to be able to Gallant Strike this turn, but I have 4 lethal creatures. So... because the Hull Drifter auto-cruise. Crew in response. If they had targeted one of my 2-power creatures, I would have lost a blocker completely. I mean, I could just put something in front of the 6/5 and attempt to take 9. But I think this is still okay, given our hand. No, no, they had the removal. Good beats. So let's see here. We go Serpent of our own. Wait, this is 2 to crew? Oh, but mine is a 7 toughness, right? Well, I lose... Shoot, I'm gonna lose if they... No, that's fine. We go Serpent. Hold up Gallant Strike for the Gear Seeker Serpent. Yeah. The 1 toughness making our Serpent a 5/7 so it doesn't have to trade with the Pathmaker is actually insane for us. I mean, I straight up lose to removal, but... I don't know. I'm debating if I should have double chumped last turn or if I should have just single chumped. Because taking 9 and going to 1, slightly risky when they had the pumpable creature. But I guess making an instant speed artifact is not that easy. Okay. Okay. They're dead on board here. Holy crap. Oof. Was that 2 Sunmares? What the heck? Sheesh. I don't know. I might have tried to throw that one by double blocking that 1 turn, but oof. Okay, scary. Was there a way they could have won that turn? If they play the 5/5 to crew... No, they would need 2 different creatures to crew to kill me, right? Yeah, they needed 2 different creatures to crew in order to win, and they only had 1, so... Oh, okay. Let's climb them ranks. It's a nice hand on the draw. Nice hand on the play, too, I mean, for that matter, but yeah. Forest, Vanguard. Yeah, 2 mana 3/1 into Disciple is kind of good. The Mole Mole. And they hit a land. Alright, Disciple. Get the Indestructible Lifelink. We have drawn 0 artifacts. Pass? Alright, well, I'm going to go with Vinwixt here and then attack for 2 in the air and see if we can start leveling up our speed. Sure. Okay, draw 2, lose 2. Let's do the flyer plan again. Oh, the Broodwagon is so good. Holy crap, our missing lands are brutal here. Mammoth is also sick, but it does not have reach. Oh, come on, man. So brutal. What are the lands, dude? Thank God. I mean, I guess I just pass here. I want to exile the Broodwagon. But I'm going to have to Gallant Strike the Mammoth since if it attacks, I don't want to give them an extra 3/3, right? Yep, this is good. They might have a way to bring back the Mammoth, which is going to suck, but... You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to Collision Course the Vanguard now, since they can start drawing cards with it as well. Kind of crazy. We haven't seen a single... Oh, no, that's not true. We saw the Chariot. Okay, I was going to say. Another Mammoth! Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Insight's also great for the green-black deck. Yeah, this game's over. Game is over, bro. Like, I'm going to have to kill this. But then they have the Worm to follow up. Can't even cast my Serpent because we don't have any artifacts. So they get to go Hazard plus the Guardian. They get to turn that into a 7/7 next turn. Four, I go to 12. Yeah, and we've basically used all of our removal already. I drew the one non-castable card. Oh, absurd. Well, I guess we'll just end the video here because I'm ranked 68, so if I just sit, I should hit 69, right? Is that how that works? Oh, very awkward draw. No, don't time me out now. Okay, just Wow, for some reason took a long time to match up there. Turn 1 nesting bot. Alright, their engines are going to start going early. Black-white, yep. Black-white maximum speed. Haven't drafted that deck myself to good success, but maybe that's because I never pick Zahur. Pick one, pack one. Stock up. Okay. Yeah. Card is so good. I legitimately think using Ride's End on their nesting bot is not a terrible play. It exiles it, so it doesn't get the trigger. Oh, wow, they didn't even attack. Okay. They playing scared. That's going to be a problem. So this is activated abilities, which means if they draw a second card this turn, the Fabricator will still make a Thopter. Now I think I'm supposed to take the hit, right? I think I'm gonna need to cycle the Chariot given my hand. I can't really afford to miss a land drop here. Okay. Glad we did cycle, by the way, because I wouldn't have hit the 5th land on time. And I do have that one card that can return it later. Well, their draw's insane. Their deck kind of just looks like maybe a better version of mine with something black on the splash. Ho hum, and they got a Hull Drifter, yeah. Didn't want to turn on max speed. Sheesh, man, we were just getting wrecked. Hull Drifter, draw 2 cards, make a 1/1 Thopter. Pathmaker's got Vigilance, so I can't Ride's End it. Ugh. Oh, this is a sorcery! I thought Voyage Home was an instant. That is why I didn't cast it on my main phase, if you were wondering. Right, well, that's good to note. That's a big whoopsie moment. I feel like usually this type of card is an instant, but okay, well, my fault. I've played with that card a few times already, I guess I've always cast it. Oh my god. Yep. That's a good splash for black in their deck. Yeah, like I said, their deck was just a better version of our deck. That was a beating. Sheesh. Their draw was nuts too. Okay, well, 2-2 now. Not sitting very well. I guess at this point I hope I just can get one more win to get the gems back. As nice as, like, as nice as it would be to have the goal of just always getting 7 wins, that's not realistic, right? Sometimes it's just nice to get your money back to not have spent too many gems to draft, you know? All right, all right. Come on. Rigged matchmaker at it again. This is not real, dude. Triple island into triple island. Don't I have 9 planes in this deck? In fact, I guess I just pitch an island because I need to draw planes anyways. And if I just brick on a land, period, well, that's magic, baby. Alright. So are they playing the cycling deck? Certainly feels like that's a good start for a cycling. I'll lead with the 2-4 here. That'll allow me to play Harrier next turn if we deem that worthwhile. They're on mono red, I mean, it's okay by me. Yeah, I think they're pretty clearly missing a color. So let's just try to push our advantage while they're stumbling. Make sure to main phase the Voyage Home next turn. Oh, there they go. Gunner's very good. Fortunately, Gallant Strike can deal with that. Or I could just Serpent. Nah, seems too good. I could have cast the Gear Seeker Serpent main phase, because presumably they're going to do something to the Harrier here. But I think I want to just Voyage Home this turn. That also plays around them having a potential counter. But I guess now, if their play is just to strike that... Alright, never mind. Now that they tapped out, getting the Serpent online is probably way too good. Because I can just activate if I want to. Go for a 2-turn unblockable win. Adrenaline Jockey, okay. That hurts them too, though, doesn't it? Yeah, so they can't actually play anything on my turn. Like, yeah, okay, I'll just go unblockable attack for 6. The downside here is this, I guess they could cycle the heavy card, the 3/4, that gives a creature -3/-0. And that would be kind of annoying. But with them playing Jockey, I think I get in for the guaranteed hit. Okay, so they need to combo kill that. That's totally fine. Love it. Alright. It's a good one, but it can't attack. Oh, and that'll deal with that. Alright, so let's draw. Kill. Okay. Not a very exciting game since our opponent was stumbling so much, but like I said, getting that third win, just very important. Alright, now let's see if we can win a few more. Might get run over just by some weenies. Never gonna mulligan though. Plains worst possible draw on the deck. Love it. Ah, boy. Oh, boy. Another exhaust deck. I might have to cycle off this Gallant Strike at this rate. Okay, well, at least that was something. I mean, that'll let me cast Hull Drifter next turn. Though, what's not great is that they get to exhaust ramp 2. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna, like, Broken Wings my Quick Welder here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Thopterist into Hull Drifter is still good, but... Yep, annoying. Velocipede gone. Terrian, Transit Mage. Well, at least they lost some good ones. Sure. Bouncing the token's not too problematic. I mean, make no mistake, I'm behind, I think, but I don't feel like I'm that far behind, maybe? I'd probably just trade off our Hull Drifter at this point, even though losing an artifact's not great. Oh, damn! Web Strike Elite. Cycle it, kill an artifact or enchantment with mana value 5. Alright, I mean, that did eat up their turn, so that wasn't the end of the world, at least. What in blue-green do I want to be naming here? What's that worm called? There's probably like a correct answer. What's that green worm called? I need to look this up. I don't think it's one of those. Okay, maybe it's not a worm. Hazard of the Dunes, that's what his name is. Notably, they can't even play it and activate in the same turn anyways, but... Flood Engine, okay. I mean, if they just have a bunch of removal in their hand, I'm gonna get punished for not using Gallant Strike, I guess. Sure. Alright. Well, maybe I just use the strike on the Harrier after all. Although, I guess this is actually fine now. They need to get rid of both of my creatures to kill me. Like, they'll eventually give me a different target for Gallant Strike, I'm sure. Though admittedly, I am now just dead in 3 turns to the flyer. Oh, that's really good, right? What artifacts do we have? Hole Drifter's insane here. And I even get to play the Serpent now. Whoa, they're letting me trade with the flyer. Oh, do they have the heavy? Maybe they have the heavy. Okay, well, I still trade with the mole. That was a benefit of us under the new rules. Right? Old rules, we wouldn't have been able to do that. So it looks like they're flooding out in comparison to me, but remember they're not. They grabbed 2 lands off of the Serpent, and I actually have 9 lands, so... Okay, that's going to be a gain 5 if all goes right. Boom, 10-point life swing. And they're Dobbs now. Still Dobbs. Whew! They had a very good start, but then fizzled out. You love to see it. You can't fool me. I'm not smiley facing yet. Alright, 4-2. At this point, it's just hilarious. I mean, come on. I'm not crazy, right? How many islands versus plains are in our deck? Yeah, we have 9 plains and 8 islands. Bro, come on, dude. So sickening. Blue-white mirror match. Misery. Unfreaking real. We've seen how many islands? Oh, I guess we didn't bottom one island. We bottom a Gear Seeker, but still. Sure. Sure. Hey! Unbelievable. That's comical, man. Comical. I mean, at least they are not doing anything over there. Activated abilities. I guess I just turn off their optimizer. Pretty freaking weak, but all of my plays are pretty freaking weak here. Oh, that's a good one. Yep. Another blue-white deck splashing Haunt the Network. I think that's going to be a very common occurrence in this format. Wonder if they have more than one. Right, that's going to be a good ride end target at least. Ay, ay, ay. I can't, bro. What the hell? Oh, I don't know why I played my welder pre-combat that didn't do anything. I don't mind taking a hit, maybe even two from the Serpent. Them getting the max speed isn't super relevant right now. It pumps up their nesting bot, and that's it. Okay. Yep, wow, they did have two. Holy smokes. Oh, I would just attack with everything here if I'm them. Crazy. Do it! Ah, man, if I'm them, I go for that play. Send the flyers. I think I'm gonna eat the Vaulter in case they draw another vehicle. On the network, so good. Probably going to be top 3 uncommons in the format, if not even better. Okay. So what does this mean if they're not attacking with the ground creatures, though? Yeah. Like, it sucks, but I have to attack. I mean, they were at 26, so I can't win if I start hitting them, or if I don't start hitting them, rather. Need to draw our draw 3, gain 3 card. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Well, the assumption is that they've also have at least, what, 2 land in their hand, and maybe a spell if they just drew it. Okay. They had no vehicles to get back, so that's what they were sandbagging. They have a road, however. So now I don't think I can attack. They have 6, 7. If they draw a creature to crew this, they would have 8 attackers. Oh, actually, technically, I can still attack. Oh, pfft. Wait, they had. So what were they sandbagging? That's insane. What? Three spells? Come on, man. Is that Menace? No, it's not Menace. This Ender's Scry 1, tap 3 other untapped creatures you control until end of turn. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. Put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay, if there was a card I needed to draw to start things off, that was one of them. I mean, that's thing still wrecks us, and it's giving them more scries. Yeah, best draw has got to be our draw 3 Voyage Home card, and then hold Drifter second or something. Tap 3 other untapped creatures you control. This becomes a. So I can't attack anymore. Oh, this is actually still a game here, despite us getting double Haunt the Networked. Ah! So this is one of the few, if not the only, exhaust creature that has a tap ability, so you can't activate it the same turn you play it, but they are about to draw a million cards next turn. Oh, and there it is. I needed to keep up with them, and I didn't. That's gonna do it. So sick. And it's not even like they're in fear of decking out here. They have 15 cards left prior to activation. Good beats. Brutal. I mean, it did feel like this deck got a little bit unlucky with some of its draws. Especially the openers. How many times did we draw nothing but islands? So crazy. I don't think we have any outs anymore. +4 life at least. I guess maybe if we drew exactly the draw 3 card and then hit the 3 perfects after that, it would be like Tune Up, Hull Drifter, and Gallant Strike. I guess there's still a small chance, but I mean, remember, they just drew 5 cards, so presumably something here is gonna suck. Alright, bounce the token, draw a card. I mean, they didn't give it flying. Let's crew our 3/3. I'm going to put one of my flyers in front of the glide car, the surveyor, because I can draw a card off of it. Fat flyer. It's their vehicles and stuff. Okay, we need to draw perfects, basically. If I draw a card draw effect now... I was gonna say, we have freaking maximum speed, so that would have actually done quite a bit for us. So I am dead on board here. Damn. There was a chance. Alright, GG's, GG's. Good beats. Double haunt the network. Brutal. Well, I'm not unhappy. 4 wins is solid enough, though I think this deck could have done better. Had some really, really unfortunate draws, but overall not too shabby. A good look at a different archetype I haven't done too much of yet. Blue-white artifact of sorts. Kind of wish I had jumped into red during the draft, though, since we saw so much good red, but a good look if nothing else. All right, friends, that's it for this time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.